everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's nice to be together again. So I don't know if you saw that yesterday during Governor DeWine's daily address, there was a very specific question asked about how schools can start to think about next year. And the governor replied by talking about the fact that we would not be able to have all of our students in the school at one time, and that school districts may have to consider something different like split days or AM or PM or something like that. So when I heard that, again, even though I'm expecting it, it's still like a little tiny bit shocking, but at the same time, I'm so proud of us as a school district that we are already starting to think about this and make plans for a different type of fall for us. In the conversations that I've had with people, I'm just blown away by people's creativity and problem solving and collaboration and how we consider that. So I'm really excited at the same time for Indian Hill School District, because if we have to be in this situation, oh my gosh, do I feel lucky to be surrounded by each of you who are helping us to develop these potential plans that I think could be so fabulous. I'm also thinking about a conversation that I had this week in one of the chat sessions, and we did a checkout with each other by talking about silver linings. And I was also just amazed by how people could kind of fill two spaces at once. The first space was, gosh darn it, I really miss students and I want to be face to face again. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't yearn to have that moment back. And at the same time, people can be firmly planted in this space of, but I've also realized that if I can look at things from the perspective of silver linings, it's helping me to stay more emotionally balanced. And so I like wearing sweatpants every day, or I like that I can take a walk midday when it's nice out, or I like that I don't have to pack my own lunch every day, or I like that I got to see my baby's first steps, things like that. And again, I just am so inspired by each of you and how well we are moving through this as an organization. I just feel like we couldn't be in a better spot, as hard as it is. So let's talk a little bit about next year. I wanted you to know that I'm going to be sending a form to the principals to distribute to teachers that's about how to record some information about potential purchases that we might need. Some of those purchases are going to be the renewal of textbooks or ebooks or programs that we have used for ages and ages and ages. And that will be no problem. But now, because of distance learning, for some people, they have learned some tools that might be vitally important to our success moving forward in this blended model. And so that's an opportunity as well. So here's what I would ask. I would ask that you first start off by having a conversation with the principal of the school to say, hey, this is a platform that I have found that I think is going to be really important to us and a tool that we can use for teaching. And the principal is going to have conversations about who can use that. And I'll be honest with you, the more, the better. So we're looking for as much consistency as we have. It's going to be really hard for us to purchase things just for each individual teacher. So I'm asking people to think horizontally by either a grade level or a department. And then I'm asking people to think about it vertically to say, and how long can we sustain that model? Is this something that we can use for multiple grade levels at once? And there's great benefit of that. First of all, it allows us to kind of hone in our professional learning and what we need to support teachers for those new tools. And it's really advantageous to families if they don't have to learn a different tool for every single teacher or every different grade level. So I recognize that we might need to add some new materials to our toolbox, and there's going to be a space to be able to do that. So as I sign off, I just want you to know that I just couldn't be happier to be part of this school district and to be with each of you. It's been such an interesting week. Like, am I right? I feel like maybe for some people, like it has felt a little bit more balanced this week than it has in the past, and I'm excited for that. And I really want to recognize kind of that dual role that people are feeling of, like, there's some parts of this that I have been able to manage my life and actually see the perks of it. And at the same time, I just feel super sad that we're not back in school. And I just want to say that's okay. It's okay to have that range of emotion. I feel like for me, it changes from day to day or sometimes even hour to hour. So I just think from now on, we're really kind of focused on having a really solid end of this year and really spending a lot of time starting to think about next year as well. So I look forward to those continuing conversations. And so I'll just say goodbye until we meet again.